see you in the distance, and I don't know what to do. I wanna be with you, but I cannot move my body, but I want to. Won't you believe me? Something's hiding, something's in the air now. Got me feeling cold. Something's hiding, something's in the air now, but I don't care.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys what's been like to own this F80 M3 for the past 3 years. Look, I'm in Markham Park right now here in Sunrise, Florida. It's a little bit windy, so hopefully this wind doesn't really distract you too much from the noise. So if you guys have been watching this channel for quite a bit, then you guys know that this car has gone through a lot of changes in the past 3 years. So let's deep dive into it and also deep dive into exactly what the ownership is like. All right, so if you guys are first tuning in, this is my 2018 F80 M3. The color is Austin Yellow, and this is a really unique color. I know when it first came out, a lot of people didn't really like the color. It was maybe too loud. But with manufacturers these days, I think they open up a lot of different options out there. So this is becoming somewhat of a more acceptable color, at least in my eyes. I love the way it looks. I love the color. Even the shade right now, it has right now like a hint of green in it. But I love the way it looks. So some of the things I wanted to talk about is the reliability. But the only issues I had with the car, you know, obviously when you mod the car, you're gonna have some issues with fitment, things like that. I wouldn't really say that was an issue, but one of the main issues I had with the car was the evaporator sensor in the AC system actually went out. It wasn't reading properly, and what was happening was it was blowing air, but it wasn't blowing cool air. So that was luckily covered on the warranty, and that was $0 out of pocket. So thankfully I had warranty. This is a 2018. My warranty is actually expiring this January. So if anything else goes out, I will get that fixed before then. So also too, when that sensor goes out or it becomes bad, what happens is the AC system thinks it's freezing when it's not. So it shuts down the flaps and therefore it doesn't cool properly. I'll link the video in my description where I had that issue and I got it fixed. So when I say any other issue that I did have was from modifications. So for example, right now I ended up having spacers on the car for this BBS FIRs, and they're not really that much. So we're looking at a 5mm spacer in the front, and what was the issue was I was having some vibrations. So obviously if the car were stock, you wouldn't have that issue, but a lot of your issues come from modifying the car, and it really isn't big of an issue as long as you do your research and you kind of figure out exactly what the right parts to use. And hopefully these videos that I make for you guys allow you to figure out like some of the parts that you use. It's going to help you to get the right ones, and some of the videos hopefully explain that to you guys. But I gotta acknowledge, this looks so good right now. Like the fitment right now is just spot on. In the front I have a 5mm spacer. The rear there's no spacer. But I just want to acknowledge that. I think that looks incredible. And this is the rear fitment right now. It's slightly cambered only because when I eventually want to put on my BBS LMs, they fit properly. I'm not going to have any issues. So what's significant about having a 2018 F80 is that this was the last year they actually made this chassis. As in, like, this is the last year they made it in a 4-door. Obviously in 2019, I think in 2020, you could have still purchased this in the 2-door. One highlight about this car when you purchase it after 2018 was the headlights. So check it out. Those Icon headlights are extremely sought out. They look incredible, a lot more aggressive than the non-LCI headlights. And just look at that. I would clearly pay a little bit more to get this look. Obviously you get aftermarket headlights or even a used set or even a OEM set, but you're actually paying a premium for that. So it all depends on how deep your pocket is, but I really like the 2018. It is going to be the sought out model when you decide to buy or resell it in the end. The ownership of this car, if it didn't look as good as it did, it would be hard to own this car. And if you look at the body angles and just how aggressive the front end looks, even now, the car going on to my 3rd year of ownership, it just looks so good. Like the modern look to it, the headlights, it doesn't look outdated. The body lines that just make it look aggressive. And what M3s are known for is obviously their hoods, where it's a little bit more different than, actually a lot more different than the F30s. So if you guys are watching this video and you're thinking like, should you buy F80 or F82, F83, just look at it about a total sense of it. So back in 2019 when I first picked up this car, actually I picked up the car in 2018, towards the end of 2018. When I picked up this car, there's a lot of modifications already for this vehicle. They had a lot of different parts readily available because this car was out in 2015. So this car already had years of companies developing parts for it. What's different compared to the F8X chassis compared to the G8X chassis is that the G8X chassis right now, it's too new of a platform. Obviously parts are rolling in right now. I know when I was in Impact, I spoke to other owners of G8Xs, and their biggest complaint is that their F80, because they came from F80, compared to the G8X, was that they were bored. They were bored because there wasn't enough parts out there readily available. Like I said, obviously there's parts rolling in now, like different suspension companies. There's different tunes happening. I know for the longest time it was hard to tune the car because BMW has a way of locking the DME. So you know, they already designed the car to be as fast as they want it to be, so they don't want people to modify it and also mess with the reliability of it. So going back into it, so this F80 has, like I said, when I bought it, there was so many different modifications, so many different wheel specs that are already known to this chassis. So when I dove into it, obviously it all depends on how deep your pockets are. I had enough, I guess, availability out there to pick out different modifications for the car. So I gotta say the ownership of that portion of it has been good. There's a lot of parts on the forums and also on Facebook groups for sale. Even during that time when I first picked up the car, there were a lot of people that were selling parts because if people have owned the car in 2015, usually the lease period's like 2 years. So by then, a lot of people were trading their leases in for a different platform, maybe the new M5 platform, or going into maybe a different brand. So a lot of parts were available during the time, and even now, there's a lot more people switching over to the G8X platform because people were actually seeing what a suspension and also a set of wheels can do to the car. I know I saw that when I was at Impact. We saw Auto Couture's Brooklyn Gray's G80, and it looked incredible with the HRE wheels and their suspension. So one of the coolest things about owning this F80 M3 is definitely meeting a lot of different people. So meeting a lot of other F80 owners, F8X owners, and everybody comes from a different walk of life. So that's pretty cool to see. And you can't really judge a car by what type of demographic it's going to be, because a lot of people that own F80s range from like younger people to even older guys, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of those ranges is pretty cool to talk to people at these car events and these car meets and also the events that we're throwing. So definitely I think for me itself, I think it's incredible to be able to own this car and actually connect people with it. And if you could hear some of like pops and bangs, is because we're at Markham Park right now. I came into the car because it's a little windy. I don't want the wind to really destroy how this video is going to be. The wind muff is right here. But you could hear all that pops and bangs because Markham Park actually has a gun range. It's pretty cool. It's a huge park, has a gun range, has many different little ponds and everywhere, or lakes, we want to call it. But this is a really nice area, especially the weather right now is incredible. I think it's like in the high 60s, but it's a nice breeze to it. This is why I really kind of like moved to Florida, because of the weather and also the cost of living compared to when I was up in New York. But I have to say, this car has been reliable. I haven't had any issues. Again, my car is not tuned. The only thing I have done to it is just an exhaust, no downpipe obviously. I have an equal length mid pipe, AWB switch path, some engine modifications, meaning my intake, some cooling thermostat from Muscleman, but nothing really else. You know, I don't really need any crazy amount of power. This car does come for me at least, my personal opinion, it comes with enough power for myself. I don't race people. I go to car shows. I love detailing the car, and that's just my style. So again, I don't need a lot of power. This car has been reliable to me. It's never left me on the side of the road. Again, I only have like 32,000 miles on this car. It is low miles for this year, surprisingly. Right now, currently, this is probably the biggest M community out there. The F8X is probably one of the biggest M communities out there on the forums, at car events, and also I would say Facebook groups, if that, you know. But I gotta say, this F8X platform is a lot of owners out there. And my personal opinion about this car is my personal opinion, right? My experiences. You could ask another F80 owner and they could tell you that they hate it. I know if there really wasn't a fix for the exhaust sound, like what Active Auto Work did with the Eco-Link mid-pipe, I would definitely say one of the biggest turnoffs about owning a F80 M3 or, you know, F8X would be of how the car sounds. So when you compare the F8X to the E9X, there's no comparison, right? Obviously, interior-wise, you're going to have a little bit more of a interior that's better looking than the E9X. But when you compare it sound-wise, the sound of the E9X compared to the F8X, there's no comparison. E9X wins all day, especially at the BMW Invasion when we have exhaust competitions. The E9X always blows it out of the water. Nothing really sounds better than a naturally aspirated V8 compared to this 6-cylinder inline twin turbo vehicle. So I think when you ask somebody what the ownership is like, you have to look about it entirely, right? Entirely from the reliability to about what the car gives to you. For me, it gives me a lot. It gives me a lot of enjoyment driving the car, washing the car, right? And also going to events. And what going to events has opened up was BMW Invasion. So everybody's gonna be different, right? So if you ask a different person that has an F80, they may not go to car meets, they may not modify the car, so it may be something like a total different review of it. But for me, this is my review, this is my personal opinion, this is my personal experiences I'm gonna give you guys in this video. Like I said, let me know what you guys think about the F8X, if you guys own one, or if you guys have friends that own one, of how much trash they talk about it, or of how much they love it. I'm curious to see what you guys think. But what I'm gonna do is enjoy the rest of the day, enjoy this weather, take some photos of the car, because I'm actually in this park is huge, like I said. It's a lot of different things to see here, a lot of different sceneries where I could post my car up and take some photos, which I'm gonna do that for Instagram. So if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, definitely check me out. I'll leave the link in the description for my Instagram account. So I wanna thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode. If you guys haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. But I'm gonna enjoy the rest of Markham Park and also the weather. The weather, like I said, is amazing here. Like a lot of people up north, like in New York, my friends and stuff and family, they're freezing. It's like 30 degrees this week, and I'm here in a t-shirt, a pair of joggers, and some sneakers, and just having a good time. But I know a lot of you guys are in the cold. Maybe it's time to move to Florida. Maybe it's time to move to somewhere where it's a little bit warmer. But I'm gonna thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna enjoy this weather, and I'll see you guys next week.
I see you in the distance, and I don't know what to do. I wanna be with you, but I cannot move my body, but I want to.